Hello everyone and welcome to my Let's Play of Dicey Dungeons, Episode 1. This is, of course, Dicey Dungeons. This game came out in 2019, designed by Terry Cavanaugh and Distractionware. What is Dicey Dungeons? Well, it's kind of a lot. It's a roguelike mixed with some card building. It's got room-by-room dungeon crawling and turn-based combat. It's very similar to the game Slay the Spire, if you've ever played that. It's a little bit more popular. I was actually on a stream with my brother last night, who's currently doing a Let's Play of Slay the Spire. You can follow him on YouTube at Genji Glove. And we were talking about similar games. This game came up. I was assigned to play this game in the indie arcade of our now defunct podcast, Press A Repeatedly. And I had a lot of fun playing it back then, and after being on the stream last night, the thought of this game came back and made me want to give it another shot. And because I remember I really liked this game a lot, there was a lot of things that I thought really interesting, and I want to kind of share it a bit because I think a lot of you have not played this or really know how it works. I'm excited. We're about ready to go. Just a few things to note. This is my first Let's Play, obviously, and the first time using OBS, which is like the game capture system. So if there's any technical difficulties or any audio problems or anything, please forgive me, and I'll work on fixing them for future episodes. They'll get better as we go along. When I play games, I often overlook things, so there'll probably be a lot of times where you watching see the solution to the puzzle, or just something that I need to do that I'm just not processing yet. So it might take me a little bit longer. It's fun to make fun of me for that. That's fine. Just letting you know ahead of time. Let's see. On top of that, I'm also quite bad at math. So in a game like this, where I'm calculating hit points of how much I'm going to take or how much I need to give, it might take me a little bit longer to do that than you guys. So again, make fun of me behind your screens, but do it to my face and I'll punch you in the teeth. Alright, and let's see, last but not least, I might be burping. I just had some tater tots and I'm drinking some seltzer, so be forewarned. But you should be okay. You're not going to smell it unless you have one of those new Smell-O-Vision graphics cards installed, and if that's the case, I apologize in advance. Alright, that's enough yapping. Let's get into the game here. Oh, by the way, I'm going to keep episodes to around 20 minutes. Basically, what I'm doing here is I'm going to try and, as you can see here on the main screen, there's a bunch of different characters you can play as. I kind of just want to do one run through with each character to show you what they can do. They're all really different and really interesting, with some really cool move sets, and we'll get through all of them. But yeah, that's pretty much how this is going to go. Let's get started. Alright, I love the design of this game, by the way. It's one of my favorite things about it. You'll see a bunch more as we go along here. But yeah, these are the characters you can start off with. I've played it for a little bit and I've unlocked a couple. As you can see, there's one more I've not yet unlocked, but maybe I can unlock them as we go along with this playthrough. We got the warrior. We've got the thief. I love the designs. They're so good. We got the robot, which is a cool, interesting class. The inventor. The witch. And whoever this will be. Hopefully we'll find out soon. So as you can see, there's a difficulty rating for each character. The warrior is the easiest. That's who we're going to start off with here, just so I can show you guys the basic systems and how everything works. And you'll notice as we go along, the difficulty ramps up pretty quickly. Even though the stars are 2, 3, 4, and 5, even the thief at his 2-star difficulty gets to be quite a challenge. But we'll see when we get to that and see how far we can get to. But yeah, for now we're going to start with the warrior. Episodes, we'll go over that a little bit later. We're going to start with the basic one. You can see here I've beaten it twice already, and we're going to try for a third. So here we go. Oh yeah, these are just the doors we can go. So basically, like how these work, like this is the straightforward. The first one is always like, you know, room by room, difficulty, you know, fighting enemies, get to the end. You're straightforward roguelike adventure. And then what they do is they kind of change rules around. So what you can do later is it's basically the same game, but you see here down here in the corner, you start with 2 upgraded battle axes. All equipment you find is upgraded, but you're inflicted with curse at the start of every turn. Or this one, you start with the Venus Flytrap card, but you lose 2 max HP when you level up every time. So it's the same game, but they change the rules around to make it harder. I don't really love that. I feel like it's a little bit kind of a lazy way to get more content. You know, just kind of changing how the game works. Maybe we'll get into some of those later, but I'm just going to start with the basic one here, which is our Warrior's Welcome with standard rules. And here we go. Here's his Lady Luck. And now, entering battle again, the Warrior, who somehow is still trying. Yeah, this game's got a great sense of humor too, which I really like. Okay, so overview. Here's our first room. We can choose where to go, obviously. We've got enemies, we've got a treasure chest, and we got the way out to the next room. You can see in the corner here, we're on floor 1 of 6. We are at level 1. We have 24 HP, no money, and 2 die to start with. By the way, I just love the pun of Dicey Dungeons that you play as a 6-sided die who is a warrior and other classes. Is just great. And you'll see that's one of my favorite things about this game is the character design and how goofy they are and how literal they can get with their names, and it's really funny. We'll get to that as we go along. So yeah, level 1, and I'll level up into experience points basically. So, alright, let's get started here. So on the map, we have a Space Marine that we can fight. He's level 1. And a Robobot, who's also level 1. I have not fought these guys yet, I don't believe. Let's start with the Space Marine. So I want that treasure over there. So, yeah, let's go for it. Alright, here's our first fight. Okay, so I'm on the bottom here, Space Marine's on the top. There's a turns here on the left. Here are my die, how many I have, how many I can play at this moment. These are my moves, which I'll explain in a minute. You also have the ability to check your enemy's moves, which is always important to see what they can do. Another really awesome thing about this game is that every enemy you fight has its own moveset. I don't think I've ever seen, or maybe once but rarely, the same move used on different enemies. So that's really cool, just like unique moves for everybody you fight. And this move looks crazy. He's got a plasma cannon that does 10 damage. But he needs to get a total of 20 points through dice rolls until he can use it. And we'll see how that works in a minute. But back to me for the moment. So every character you play as has a special move that they have. The warrior special move is his combat roll. Basically, what it does is it can re-roll dice 3 times per turn to get a higher number, which is excellent. I think they gave it to him because this is supposed to be the intro character, it's supposed to be easier, you know, so it really helps out. And our sword attack is very straightforward. The number of dice that we roll is the number of damage that we're going to do to him. So right now, I could put a 2 in there and use it, but why would I do that when I can, you know, re-roll? So I have 3 of them. I'm going to try and get a higher number. There's a 3. Let's see what else I can get. A 1, that sucks. Let's go again. My last one. And a 5. Okay, great. So I'm going to use my 5, do 5 damage. And then I can't do anything else right now, so I'm going to end my turn. So now it's the Space Marine's turn. He's going to try and load up his plasma cannon. And he got 6 points in there. He still needs 14 before he can use it. So we got to try and kill him before he blasts us for 10 damage. Down here is Fury. It's a special move. You need to basically unlock it. They call it Limit Break, and it's a lot like Final Fantasy VII's Limit Break, where the more damage you take, the meter fills up, and once it's full, you can unleash this special move. So we'll get to that in due time. But for right now, I'm just going to smack him again. And there's a 6, that's great. Guess I'll just go for that right now. And yeah, no point in really doing this because this is going to reset every turn no matter what. So we're just going to end our turn. He's going to try and roll, or get up to 14, and he might do it. Oh, he did it. Oh, he just blasted us for 10 damage. That's not good. But we got our limit break. And I don't really need to use it right now, but just to show you guys how it works, I'm going to. So our Fury move is our limit break move is Fury. And what that does is double the next action. So basically, very simple. I can use the same move for the same amount of damage twice in a row. So that's great. So I want to try and get a really high number before I do this, and that's not going to help. That's not great. Let's see if we can get one more. Okay, not great, but whatever. We're going to kill him anyway. So I'm going to click on Fury to use it. It's activated. You see down here, Fury. The next equipment will be used twice. And I'm going to put a 4 in here. So we're going to hit him for 8 damage. Well, we killed him, but we would have hit him twice for 8 damage. We got 1 experience. We got 1 gold. And our bar is filling up. We need 1 more experience to level. Alright, I don't love that that guy took 10 of our health away. That sucks for the first battle. But alright, let's see what we get in the treasure chest here. You have found Whip. Whip. Do fire damage on 6. Oh, do fire damage equal to the number that I roll. And on a 6, inflict 1 burn. So we're definitely taking that. Burn is great. Basically, if you're burned or an enemy is burned, that means one of the dice available to play, one of the die I should say, basically catches on fire. And if you want to use that die, you have to put the fire out. And if you put the fire out, you lose a little bit of damage. So it gives you the option to still use it, but you're going to take damage to put the fire out. We'll see it in action soon in a minute. Let's see. Before we go into this next fight against the Robobot, I want to show you guys the equipment screen here. So we have our backpack here and what's currently equipped. Our cards or our utility moves are there's different shapes. There's a long one that takes up 2 spots, or a small one that takes up 1. These both take up 2 spots, so we can only have these 2 in our inventory right now. But we're going to get some more as we move along, and then you can see how this really works. Okay. Alright, we only have 14 damage HP. I don't love that, but hopefully we can beat up this Robobot pretty quick. Starting to think I should have saved that Fury instead of showing it off, but I think we'll be okay. Alright, so we got our whip, and I want to try and get a 6 so we can burn him. I have 3 chances to do that, so let's go for it. Not a 6. Not a 6. A 6. Alright, excellent. So, I'm going to put that in there. We hit him, and we burned him. Sets the next dice on fire. Costs 2 HP to extinguish. Okay. So, he's got 6 HP left. Oh, man. We're going to leave him with 1 HP, but let's see how it goes. I forgot to look at his moves. He's got a ray gun. So that's all he has. He needs a minimum of 3 to use the ray gun, and it can only do 3 damage total. So that's not bad. We'll be okay for that. Alright. And turn. His 3's on fire. That's great. He skipped his turn. Couldn't do anything. Alright, perfect. Alright, let's just kill this dude real quick. Pew! Pew pew pew! Pew! I'll get you next time, you big dice. Bzz, pew 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 pew! Alright. We killed the Robobot. And we leveled up! Congratulations, you are now level 2. Maximum health increased by 4. That's great. And your life gets fully healed too. So not only do we get the additional 4 HP to our max health, we fully heal up as well. So that's excellent. And look at that, we got an extra die. That is awesome. So now we have 3 instead of 2 for our battles. Nothing else to do here. Let's move on. Okay. Floor 2 is pretty packed. Let's see what we got. Oh, this sucks. We have an apple for 5 health, which is great. However, our health is already full, and my only option is to move to that spot and consume that apple. So it's basically gonna waste it, which really stinks. But you got, oh, look at that, it stayed. Okay, that's good. Never mind, I take it back. Didn't know that happens. Alright, let's check out the rest of the board here. We got level 2 baby squid. Very cute. Probably won't want to kill us. Level 2 flaming marshmallow, who looks like he's ready to kill us. And a level 2 sneezy, who does not look very comfortable right now. Got some options here. So I haven't fought the squid before. I've definitely fought these two. And if we kill Sneezy, we can go to the shop. So let's do that first. Alright, look at Sneezy. He's just not doing very well. Got the ice pack on his head. He can't stop sneezing. He's having a rough day. Maybe we can put him out of his misery. Alright, let's see. So look at that. I'm starting with a 6 here. This is great. So we're going to hit him. Burn one of his die. I'm going to try and get a nice high number for my sword attack. 5 might be good, so I'll keep that and I'll reroll a 4. Oh, look at that. 6. Boom. Alright, that was great. We took away half his health in 2 moves. I don't have anything to defend right now. There's no point in using this, so I'm going to end my turn. Alright, Sneezy. Oh yeah, I forgot to look at his moves again. So, I'll show you guys in a minute. But, yeah, oh, okay. Alright. So Sneezy, he's got 4 different options to hit me with a spike attack that does 3 damage. But he needs to get 6 points total for it to work. And he was just able to do that twice on his last turn. He also has a move called Sneeze that he needs doubles for. So if he had 2 doubles, like 2 2s, 2 3s, whatever, he could do that, put them in there, and the result of that reduces the countdowns on all equipment by whatever the number the double was. So if he put 2 2s in there, all these would drop from 6 to 4 instantly. So that's a pretty good move for him, especially when he relies on these to attack. Alright, and look at this terrible roll. Triple snake eyes. Let's see what we can do. That's not great. That's okay. Alright, and a 5. Well, I want to burn him again. Well, I can't. Never mind. Well, we still hurt him though. Oh, I'm gonna leave him with 1 hit point. That's the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. Alright, he's got doubles already. Ah, jeez, that's not good. Alright, well, he can only hit me once, so that's not bad. And we got our Fury, that's good. I'm gonna save that for now because we're gonna just pop him right now. Alright, we win. 2 experience and a coin. I can go back and get this apple now too. Look at that. Everything's coming up warrior dice. Alright, so got 3 coins. Let's hit this little shop here. Yolanda. I'm so glad to see you. I'm stuck on a crossword clue. Underground prison. 7 letters starting with a D. Any idea? It's clearly domesticated cave factory. Okay, so what does she have for sale? We can buy everything, well, at least one of everything, so that's great. So these are, you know, new utility cards for us to use. Iron Shield, that's just basically whatever we roll will give us a shield of that number. Midnight Charm, so if we put in enough die to equal 10 points, we'll get 2 6s in our inventory. That's pretty good. Or Claw, which does maximum 3 damage, and we'll add 1 poison to the enemy. Let's see. I think we have a lot of HP. The warriors, he's kind of tanky, so I don't think we need to worry about shield right now. This is nice, but it's going to take a whole turn to get to that probably anyway. So let's go for the claw and the poison. We're going to buy that. And go to my equipment. And yes, I already equipped because we have room for it here. So that is great. Alright, that's about time to wrap up this first episode of our Let's Play here. When we come back, we will continue on in floor 2 and see how far we can get. Alright, stick around.